Do you want to understand one of the biggest impacts of traumatic brain injury? Do you want to know what happens when the brain is overloaded? And do you want to know what to do about it? Well, stay tuned because in this video, I'm about to explain it all to you.
When the waves came and when the storm raged, found myself falling into the ground. When the wind blew, that's when it fell through, and I don't know how to turn it around. I know there's more to me than the wreckage you see. There's more to be. I'm still on the journey. I'm still on
Hello,
the
my
journey.
beautiful and courageous friends. It's Natalie Kelly here, the TBI coach. Do you ever wonder why sometimes it appears that someone with a traumatic brain injury seems to be functioning fairly well on the outside, and then a moment later they're stuttering and stumbling? Well, it's called cognitive fatigue. And cognitive fatigue happens because an injured brain is working very, very hard. The old pathways are broken, and the amazing brain is having to find new pathways, which creates a lot of stress and strain. And when the brain is overloaded, it's like your brain switch is just being turned off. 1 minute you're there, and the next minute it was too much, and poof, a fuse blew, and you're gone. And it can be such an extreme of a contrast that people can get accused of faking their brain injury. Ouch, that hurts. So the most helpful explanation of this that I've heard comes from Dr. Clark Elliott in his fabulous book, The Ghost in My Brain. And in this book, he comes up with a great metaphor. And it's as if we have 3 energy batteries to pull from: an A battery, a B battery, and a C battery. Now, the most efficient battery for us to use is our A battery. And for most people, it gets charged up each night with sleep and it lasts throughout the day. Now, when the A battery gets used up, we need to turn to our B battery. B for backup. Now, the B battery does not last as long and it takes a lot longer to charge. And when the B battery runs down, we need to turn next to our C battery. C is for crisis. Now, the C battery should be used for emergencies only because it only lasts a very short while and it takes days to recharge. It's kind of like when your laptop tells you that you've got 2% battery left, and then before you know it, suddenly the screen goes black. It shuts off, and no matter how hard you want to turn it on, no matter how hard you try to plug it in and push that on button, if it's not recharged, there's nothing you can do about it. It simply won't turn on. Well, it's the same way with an injured brain when it's fatigued. There is no pushing, there is no trying, it's gone. Now, when you have a TBI, your A battery gets used up processing things that took no effort before. An enormous percentage of our brain's energy goes towards processing vision. And while it might not have been noticeable before, now processing vision and sound takes up most of your available energy. So your A batteries are always depleted. And now you're running on your B batteries to do anything else, getting groceries or cooking a meal or driving a car. And these B batteries aren't going to last long. And so you're dipping into your C batteries on a daily basis instead of just during a crisis. This is what it looks like when you're on your C batteries. And there will be days of sleep to pay for this. In the early stages of a brain injury, when your brain is working really hard to find the workarounds for the broken connections, you might be like this most of the time. It means your thoughts slow down and your words slow down and everything begins to shut down. And over time, your brain slowly heals and your ability to process information improves. And now your A battery has a little more capacity. And as you continue to get better, you're tapping into those C batteries less and less perhaps only on rough days instead of every day and all the time. So when you are fatigued, it is really important to get sleep. That is the only way your batteries get charged again. And that's also when your brain receives the rest that it needs to heal. New studies show that sleep is your brain's way of dispelling toxins that have built up over the day. So during sleep, you're detoxifying that brain for optimal functioning. Now, if someone you love has a brain injury and you can tell they're getting fatigued, they might not notice it. They might lose their sense of awareness or ability to think enough at that point to take care of themselves. And what they need from you is an immediate response, because it takes less than 1 minute to go from one battery cell to the next. So take them out of that situation. If you're in a restaurant, if there's noise, if the TV's on or the radio's on, get them as quickly as possible to quiet and dark. Turn off the television. Get them to quiet and dark and rest as soon as possible. You do not want to linger. You do not want to push the system into the C batteries as much as possible. So I'd love to hear what you think about this A, B, and C battery metaphor. I'd love to know what's helpful for you with cognitive fatigue. So please share your thoughts in the comment section below for our community. And don't forget to visit my website, thetbicoach.com, for more helpful videos and tips. Thank you so much. The best ex-club. Finally.